And staying with the cartels, the United States has significantly increased its surveillance of Mexican drug cartels, not just at the southern border, but even deep inside Mexico. The Pentagon has confirmed that the U.S. military flew at least 18 intel-gathering sorties using spy planes near Mexico in the last 2 weeks. The deployment of the spy aircraft and increased recon activity shows how the Trump administration is using the military at the southern border and beyond. At least 11 of the recent flights were conducted by the U.S. Navy's P-8 aircraft, which is popularly known as a submarine hunter for its superior radar systems that can track underwater activity. Meanwhile, the other flights were undertaken by the U-2 spy plane, which optimizes it in gathering high-quality images from extremely high altitudes. The flight paths released by the Pentagon revealed that these aircraft flew frequently along the U.S.-Mexico border from airfields in California, Arizona, and Texas, with one mission going deep into the Baja Peninsula. Now, according to a CNN report, current and retired military officials have never seen the U-2 being used for tracking cartel activity in Mexico. And on the ground, the U.S. Marines continue to strengthen the border wall with fencing as migrant crossings in the United States has dropped by nearly 80%.
I'm coming with my 2 children. I'm coming with a friend and her son, and it's always been the 5 of us. The group is just the 5 of us. We are already taking papers out of here to be able to look for work, to be able to enroll children in school. And we are here waiting for the process, to find something to rent, a fixed apartment for us. And here we go. We're going to find a way to organize ourselves around here for a while.
Meanwhile, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has urged the United States to work with the Mexican military to fight the drug cartels.
Una parte importante que ellos tienen que hacer en su propio país.
There is an important part that they must play in their country. What's the final distribution on the streets? Aren't there cartels there? Or organized crime? We collaborate, coordinate, we meet and work together. But we will always defend our sovereignty. So there's an important part they must play there, a very important part. And then there's the Attorney General's memo. It's a general decree with references, but it's not very understandable. We must wait and see how it will translate. All agents of any U.S. agency must have a permit from Mexico to be in Mexico. This is processed through the Security Cabinet, and there must be a joint coordination, collaboration, and shared information. This happens in any country in the world. So it's part of the coordination process. We coordinate and collaborate, but as I've said, they must act in their own country too.
Now, the deployment of military spy planes is a first, and it remains to be seen what other measures the Trump administration will implement as it cracks down on Mexican drug cartels and violent gangs at the southern border.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. City measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.